Hello and welcome to week 5 Road to British. Here we go. Started out with front squat doubles, I think. No, triples, sorry. 165, and then snatch doubles 110. And these are moving pretty nice. I think it's about 70%, but hopefully when I get back up to kind of 80% lifts for volume, I'll be able to push closer to some 1RMs on the in the fulls. The pulls are really flying at the moment, especially snatch pulls. They feel like I'm getting so much height on the bar, which is not that common for me. For me, moving 140 like this is quite promising. I have never historically been fast or powerful at the pulls, so to actually get some height on it, I'm pretty happy with that. And then some heavier clean pulls at 180. Tuesday, really good session. Got some jumps in, and then we had back squats. And I want to say clean jerk triples we were doing. And the clean jerk triples I got to 135, and they were really nice. We're moving some really nice lifts now. Reverted back to slower dip, and it's just been a bit of a game changer. Able to hold my form and balance much better. And I'm actually finishing the drive. And when I was doing the shorter dip, I'd sometimes just get crushed and not really react against the bar and drive up. That was real nice. With another set. I think once I get my triples up to kind of 150, then I'll be back to pushing for some heavier singles again, closer to 1RMs. My best triple is I think 160, so albeit that's just for one set. If I could do really nice sets of triples at like 150, like these, then I think we're in a good place. Pulls here again, snatch pulls really moving, 50. And then we also did 160 as well, so we're able to start moving some good weight from the floor. I'll be excited to actually test some heavier lifts once we get back to it. But yeah, the pulls are really moving, so pretty happy with that. And then checker off pulls 160 low hang. I've also been pushing the core work quite a lot. This is Alekina's 25 kilo on each upper lower body, and again it's been really nice being able to push something to the max without having issues and injuries and pain. But this I do think has helped my jerk dip a lot as well, just to help me maintain stiffness. Great day for strict press, 90 for a set of 9 AMRAP. So I'll probably be doing sets of 8 volume work for a while. See if I can build some more mass and hopefully get to, when I do the AMRAP again, I'll do it at 95 and hopefully get, another maybe 8 reps again, and then build from there. I felt like I pushed as max as I could with the overhead press, and I was getting to a point where I was having to do weights just crazy high for high amount of reps, and I need to rebuild rebuild that kind of strength base again. Slow recovery block snatches 110. These are all nice. Very happy with the overhead at the moment on a snatch. Had quite a nice jerk day here, 140 for doubles. And then I bumped up my set of 5, so it's now 125. Probably just going to bump up the set of 5 every month, just by like 5 or so kilos up for a bit, up until we get to kind of 150, and then probably slow it down a little bit there. Heaves up to 170. Can't complain about this. The most I've ever done heaves with is 190. And I remember it feeling absolutely awful, so again, hopefully we can get back up to that. Circle training, and then a few real bad nights sleep, and a very fatigued Saturday session, but actually ended up having a pretty good session. All the lads came in. 145 block clean doubles, and we also did some pretty big push presses. So this is 136 for a triple, and then we went for 142 for a 1 rep PB, 2 kilo triple PB. As you can see, moving pretty nicely actually. So push press really seems to be progressing. I think that's with that slower dip, able to get a lot more out of it. And then we did the snatch pulls again, so 150 actually moving really well. I'm doing snatch pulls at 150 multiple times a week. So it's, I don't know, it may not sound crazy, but because I've snatched more than it, but for me, doing pulls at around 100% when they actually look like pulls and they don't look like deadlifts is actually quite big for me. I do have a big deadlift, but in terms of pulls, obviously it's a bit different position wise, with better posture. For me, it actually is quite promising. I've never really been able to do that. Even when I was snatching 150 plus every week, I was doing pulls at kind of like 145 to 150, but they weren't moving like pulls. They were starting to look a bit like deadlifts. So finished off some by the neck press. Another very, very solid week.